Okay, awesome. So, okay, we're gonna get started now with our HHIV 2024 break announcement. So thank you all for coming out and debating with us this weekend. We're excited. Guys, come on. Quiet down. So the first thing we want to say is just thank you for your patience. Okay, let me take this off. Hold on.
Guys, be quiet. You don't need gentle parenting. Thank you.
The first thing we just want to say is our apologies for, I guess, the timing mix-up that happened with the banquet today. The one time that debaters are on time is the time that we are running late, so we are really sorry for that. But yeah, thank you so much for coming out, for joining us, for debating with us today. We're excited to welcome more than 350 of you to Toronto for this weekend. We hope you guys had fun. We hope you learned something. We hope you had a pleasant debate experience. There's a couple people who, actually a lot of people who make this tournament possible. I guess I can start with, I guess I can start with our org comm. So first, our amazing equity team. We have Brendan, Crystal, and then Sophie. You guys did an amazing job this weekend, ensuring that things were smooth, ensuring that things were equitable, dealing with the litany of issues that came up. So thank you to our equity team.
Next, we'd like to thank our amazing tabs team for making sure everything was in order. Etienne, where is he? Jin, where's Jin? And Ibrahim at the front here. Thank you so much, tabs team, for doing your best to keep us on time and making sure that everybody's ballots were properly chased down.
And we'd like to also thank our amazing CAs, so Waji, Rena, XK, and our amazing DCAs, Jalila and Dennis. Thank you guys for making this tournament run. Thank you for the motions, the judges, everything. Thank you so much.
And also our amazing runners team. I unfortunately do not have the list, but everyone, a huge round of applause for them. It would not be possible without the volunteering of so many great Hart House members.
And then, of course, to all of you who came out, who debated with us this weekend, who judged with us this weekend, we hope you guys had fun. We hope you enjoyed the beautiful city of Toronto, or if you haven't yet, that you will do so tonight. And so thank you all for coming out and joining us this weekend.
Lastly, I want to extend a thank you to the people who are often underappreciated. So all the staff that work here at the house, they do this for a significantly discounted rate, and they're always so accommodating of us. They really try and do make everything run as smoothly for you as possible. And so, thank Hart House for opening up this space to us. They let us rent it for significantly lower rates, which is why we're able to host all of you here today. Yeah, and I don't know if the kitchen can hear this, but kitchen, you are literally cooking. You are doing such a good job. Thank you so much. A last set of thank yous, and then I promise we'll get moving. I really just want to acknowledge the efforts of Ethan, Kosar, and Andre. I have been conscripted to this tournament for the past 3 years, but every time someone new is willing to take on the challenge, I commend them for their bravery, and they have been truly excellent. They are literally running around all of Toronto getting things ready for you guys, and they're all either in first or second year. So a huge thank you to them. Thanks for keeping Hart House alive.
Obviously, thank you so much to Emily for helping us make all this possible. And also, thank you to our resident photographer and media person, Will. You can check out all the photos Will takes. We'll put it on the server. They are gorgeous, gorgeous photos, I promise.
And now, it is time for the Penner Award. So, Stephen Penner was an alum at Hart House some years ago. I didn't personally know him, but I had the distinct honor of talking to a lot of his friends last year, some of who are here today. So thanks, Danny. I know you're somewhere. Danny gave me, Hobart's and William Smith is here somewhere. A huge thank you to Danny and also to Brent and Vinu for giving me interviews with them to keep Danny's memory alive. So, from all accounts about about Stephen Penner, he was someone who really focused on doing what was right instead of what often got you recognition. He CA'd all the small Canadian comps that are hellish to organize, but are so much fun for people. He took care of novices. He put in hours and hours of work that people were that he was never going to be acknowledged for. And so, in his honor, we have the Penner Award. And so we have a short memorial video prepared for you guys today.
Coach speaking to him about any given topic for 7 hours in a van, Steve never made anyone opposite him feel like they were any less equipped or intelligent or knowledgeable than he was, but still managed to communicate insights, revelations about the world and about things related to debate or not related to debate at all that were life-changing. Was the one who, in the very core of what he communicated to us, was interested in passing on the legacy that he had built for himself and in educating a group of students in the ways that debate is useful, not just in an academic setting, but also in equipping themselves with tools necessary for life.
He had a phenomenal knowledge of a wide range of topics. He had a great presence and he was debating. So simply through his own debating, he made significant contributions to the community, but it went well beyond that because he was also an invaluable member of our club and our club president at one point, and also an invaluable member of the Canadian debating community more broadly. He was a very close friend, a very big part in my debating. Just, I guess, suffice to say that I don't believe that either I or many, many, many other people who had the privilege of being with him at the club would have had the success they enjoyed in debating if not for his influence.
When Steve passed away, there was a kind of celebration that was held for Steve at the Duke of York, where a bunch of debaters came, and it must have been like 60 or 70 debaters there, and all of them talking about the ways in which we appreciated Steve and missed him. And there was a younger kid who came, who none of us, at least just by sight, really recognized right away. And it was a debater that Steve had coached at UCC who ended up telling a story about Steve standing up for some kids that were facing bullying and some other stories like this that, again, just none of us knew, and Steve would never have really talked about it or been showy about it. But it's just these kinds of things that accumulated in terms of mentorship that really had him stand out. And he was an excellent debater, so he could teach debate very well, but it was more the kind of kindness for others that we really appreciated.
There's a lot of things in our circuit in America and in BP and in North America more generally. We all take for granted that folks like Stephen Penner, and Stephen Penner in particular, fought tooth and nail in order to institute as norms. He was the first cadre of debaters, and debaters with clout and prestige and power to make changes, who was absolutely intolerant of the presence of abusers, the presence of harassers, the presence of especially men in positions of influence wielding it against women in the circuit in ways that were unethical and cruel. Stephen Penner was one of the folks that absolutely had no tolerance for it and created a standard that I hope in the time since has continued to get better and better.
He was an absolutely essential part of institutional memory for Canadian debating, would CA tournaments and judge at tournaments long past what the usual expectations were for someone to do that, was a constant source of advice for people who were trying to organize tournaments or who were doing chief adjudication for the first time.
Force behind the competition and all the years that he was involved. He would play an active role in recruiting judges, in training judges at Hart House. His contributions to discussions about motions was always invaluable. And he was always just a great person to have around when we were in the midst of a tournament where unpredictable things are a given. He was always a calm person in the room who knew how to deal with unexpected situations as they arose, and everyone who worked with him greatly appreciated his involvement with the IV. He had an incredible way of instilling confidence in junior members of the club. When I debated with Stephen, he insisted that I speak first, and it was, from what I recall, sort of unparalleled. Certainly for our club, it was rare to have a pro willing to take a back seat like that. It just was reflective of who he was. It wasn't to him about how long he spoke for.
It was hard to feel if you weren't succeeding immediately, like even as a novice, that like you belonged both socially and in terms of just broader pressure. And Steve took it upon himself to interact with the novices that weren't doing as well, offering advice, judging rounds. I mean, it might not seem like that big of a deal, but being willing to judge the practice round that had all of the like not very good novice debaters was, as you might imagine, not a service that many of the pros were keen to sign up for.
For him, it was more about giving his novice a chance to develop. And that's just one example of many at his time at the club. His willingness to take time out of his day to answer questions that younger members of the club had, to assist them with their debating, to give detailed feedback in practice rounds, to put other younger members of the club before himself.
In a practice that sometimes has us at each other's throats, or a competition that demands that at times we treat one another as obstacles to the thing we want to pursue, I think Steve evidenced and really led by example in making sure everyone remembered that you're here also to chat with people at the party afterwards. You're there to help lift each other up, continue to have weird fun van rides for 7 hours talking about things that you otherwise would never broach with a different community of people. Steve latched onto every person that he interacted with in brief or at great length in the world, which is just putting first that decency, putting first that empathy. Relationships inform for him the standard that should be extended to others too, which is that it's people first.
Many of his friends were questioning why he was still involved in debating. Steve felt an obligation to give back, an obligation to ensure that the activity persisted without him. And this activity exists because people make it exist, right? Tournaments are run because people run tournaments. These traditions that we have and the value that we achieve don't happen without people making significant efforts to have it occur. Very much in the spirit of what this award has intended, in that they give back to the debating community, that there's a degree of service, dedication to an activity that hopefully we all love. The thing that I would hope that this award continues to emphasize, and that is the idea that Steve was essential in that process, and that the activity needs people like him even now. And hopefully there are still those out there who think about the activity in the way that Steve did and want to give back as much as they can.
I've been given the distinct honor of announcing the Penner Award. I asked Stephen's brother this time we did selections what he thought the Penner Award should really mean. And what he said was someone who was an unsung hero. And this is very in line with what his friends talked to me about. They said that they wanted the Penner Award to be about the 1,000 small tasks that aren't fun to do and that you don't get rewarded for doing, but that are so necessary. So things like the novices that aren't easy to judge or don't even know the rules of BP and keep on getting confused with front and back half. Things like running food to tournaments in your car and not getting compensated for those sorts of things. I don't know if you all remember what tournament organizing was like after COVID, but at a certain point, we as Canadians were distinctly worried that no one would ever be willing to sacrifice so much for community again, especially with all the lost institutional knowledge. So this year's winner is someone who I think is the unsung hero. Someone who is always around to offer his services, no matter how extreme they may be, because he thinks that this community is really worth it. Someone who TD'd Central Novice for you guys this year, is going to TD Nautic. Someone who has judged so many high school tournaments and volunteered to CA. You know, if you've tried to organize a high school tournament and you ask some of the, let's say, more experienced Canadian debaters, we will bury our heads in our hands and say, not high schoolers again. But there's someone willing to do this and who literally keeps the Canadian establishment running. And so today it is my great honor to announce the winner of the Penner Award, Andre Zhang. Andre does such a good job organizing, I need him to tell me which award is the Penner Award.
Come to the mark, come to the mark. Come to the mark, come to the mark. Come to the mark, come to the mark. Come to the mark. Andre, come to the mark.
Okay, unsung hero, go away. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, the CAs are gonna announce the breaks.
Before we start, just
Hello. Please.
it's on. So before we go to the moment that we've all been waiting for, just a few more thank yous. Thank you so much to each and every one of you for attending this tournament, for making it what it is. But also thank you for all of our amazing ORCOM members and our TDs. Ethan, Emily, Andre, Kosar, you've worked so hard and the tournament has really gone extremely well, especially for Hart HHIV, because it is a huge tournament and lots of people come and it's a really huge undertaking to go through. So thank you so much. And obviously thank you to all of the CAs, TAB, Equity, and every participant. Okay, now on to Speaker Awards. I'm gonna start by announcing the Novice Awards for this tournament. Okay, never mind.
Okay. Hope you're ready for the judge break. Breaking judges are one clap for each person. Adam Bunny Honey, R.P. Yang, Audrey Melody, Bobo Wong, Caitlin Ma, Clarence Bronte, Crystal Zhang, Dante Cecilio Foster Del Mundo, David Zhu, Dennis Su, Emily Shi, Greg Kwok, Humam Aziz, me, Kiana St. McCree, and Kyle Cook.
Alright, and continuing, we have Maria Zhu, Michaela Lewis, Navreet Sidhu, Nick Abernathy, Noah Aldinger, Ollie Braden, and Matt Shuadi, me, Serena McKellar, Simon Yu, Tanae Patri, Tarun Everyone Cancer Acid, Varun Lodaya, Basu Kamra, Wajimas, and XK Lee. Congratulations!
I thought they were showing. So novice is that? I have no clue. Who made these? I guess. Who made these well then? All right. Hello, everyone. It is now time for the open break of the HHIV 2024. Breaking first on 13 team points. I don't know if you guys are saying speaks right now, but we'll just do it. On 13 team points. Kronos and Classic in Fundivilium 805. Breaking second, also on 13 team points. We were going to get married for tax purposes if we won, but Reese makes too much money! Breaking third, also on 13 team points, and with arguably my favorite team name of the tournament, Crock and Ball Torture! Breaking fourth, and the first of our teams to break on 12 team points, Clash Royale. Breaking fifth, also on 12 points, and finding a great way to prove their team name wrong, Washitasaurus Rex. Breaking sixth, also on 12 points, is a team who need addiction services based off of their team name, is Debate I Need Out, Dynamo. Breaking seventh, the first of our teams on 11 team points, a team I'm very happy to announce, Stanford LS. And the last I'm going to leave you guys off with, before I hand it over to Dennis, breaking on 11 team points, and with also another contender for a great team name, is Western Disproving the Oxford Study. They changed their team name.
Causing so much trouble, Daniel. I unfortunately don't have an Australian accent. But breaking ninth, also on 11 team points with 790 speaker points, mostly harmless. Breaking 10th. Breaking 10th on 11 team points and 789 speaker points, Malay Neutrality. Breaking 11th, breaking 11th on 11 team points, 788 speaker points, Mudang and Pesto. Breaking 12th, also your top novice team on 11 points and 788 speaker points, SDOWU. Great. Oh, that's a typo, it seems. They're not. I mean, no, they're not. They're not novices. Oh, the slide was a typo. Sorry, I didn't see that. The team broke. They're the top novice team. They broke. Okay. Cool. Breaking 13th, your first team on 10 team points with 799 speaker points, Harvard GG. Breaking 14th, 10 team points, 797 speaker points, Harvard A Loud to go to Worlds. Breaking 15th, 10 team points and 793 speaker points, Cornell A. Great. And then our final open breaking team, also on 10 points and 791 speaker points, channeling our inner bazooka.
Now for, some would say the real break, the novice break.
There were some reserve teams.
Oh, actually there are reserve teams, first of all. First reserve team, average homunculus torturers on 10 team points and 789 speaker points. Second reserve team, USC SV on 10 team points, 779 speaker points. Yeah, you know, be careful. Okay, and now for the novice break. So breaking first, but I believe, breaking first, go ahead. We have SDOW. However, this team is in the open break, so doesn't really count. I mean, it still counts, but anyways, so breaking first/second. Raw dogging exams on 18 points and 770 speaker points. Breaking second/third. USC JW on 18 points and 767 speaker points. Breaking third/fourth. EDSBK on 18 points and 739 speaker points. Congrats, guys. Breaking fourth/fifth. UBCTW.
Next, we have Duke RS. Congratulations. Seventh, we have Bart MM. And eighth, we have Princeton Sleepy Joes. Next, we have Cornell D. Do we have reserves? Our first reserve team is open to network. And our second reserve team for the novice break is EDS Extraordinarily Dense Squires.
But we're not done yet. So we're also going to be announcing the speaker awards. Oh wait, yeah, be here at 9:30. There's reserve teams who will eat your break slot. Don't let them eat it. So we're also going to be announcing speaker awards. There's not slides for them, so listen carefully. One last thing, which is
For the breaking teams, tomorrow is the Toronto Marathon. This means almost all the streets around Hart House are closed. You need to plan significant extra time to get here. That is all.
just before we hand it over and start doing the announcements for the speaker awards, the one thing I just wanted to flag up. there are some ties. The ties have been broken, and so we will read them out by saying the tied position and then whether you are or are not getting a medal. Sorry, only so many medals. So just listen carefully for that. So we're going to start with the Novice Speaker Awards. Start with Yaxka.
We have 2 people tied for 9th place. These are William Chen and Victoria Moldovan. To be clear, the top 5 speakers will get medals. In novices. Okay. So in joint 7th place, we have 2 people as well. Abi Wadwa and also Caitlin Hodge. Congratulations. In 5th place, but tragically with no medal for tie reasons, we have Fei Fei Mei.
And then the other novice, who's also tied for 5th, but is getting an award for tiebreaker reasons, is Ricky Zhou. Be safe. All right, your 4th novice speaker is Tony Chen. Do you think they're going to say it for this one? 3rd is Kevin Chen.
Can you move over? Stay on the mark. I'm going to do one
All right.
photo for him first.
2nd novice speaker is Baron Ren. And then the top novice speaker of the Hart HHIV 2024 is Hao Ni.
Go to the side to wait. Guys, you can slow down. Slow down. Slow down. On the mark. Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Stand on the mark. Next. On the mark.
Okay, now we're moving on to a much less important speaker category, the Open Speaker Awards. All right, so there are 3 people tied for 10th best speaker, so unfortunately only one of you will get a medal, but I would like to give the other 2 their moment to shine as well. So tied for 10th speaker is Lachlan Kerr. Also tied for 10th speaker is our top novice speaker, Hao Ni. All right, and finally the person receiving the 10th speaker medal, so you can come up to get your medal, is Ethan Jang. All right, there's a 3-way tie for 7th place, so you will be getting the 9th, 8th, and 7th medals. So, tied for 7th, but getting the 9th place medal is Vivek Gala. Also tied for 7th place, but getting the 8th place medal is Daniel Svirsky. And finally, finally, the person getting the 7th place medal is Helen Wu. The person getting the 6th place medal is the NDU's very own Reese Nickerson.
Are you the other 7? I'm 6, no. Who's the 7th place?
Okay, I hear there's a couple more of these, so we'll hash them out real quick. The 5th best speaker of this tournament is Elizabeth Lee. Famous for financial crimes. We have a tie for the 3rd best speaker of this tournament. I don't think we need a tiebreak. Well, I don't think we do. And we'll figure it out later if we do. First person within this tie is Roy Tiefer. So I should say that the second person, who is also the 3rd best speaker of this tournament, is Emma Jones. The second best speaker of this tournament, who is now, at least by the metric of speaks, definitionally Chicago's finest, is Ali Perry. And the best speaker of this tournament. Some say he was born with a copy of The Economist in his hand, and others might know him as Mr. Moneybags. He's been the top speaker of a few other things, including the world. But the best speaker of this tournament is Tata Subramanian.
On the mark. Do you guys all want to stand together and I'll get a picture of you all?
Okay. We don't have a social plan for you guys. Hopefully this is enough of a social for y'all. I've heard that Toronto has some pretty cool clubs. Not to encourage any behavior, but they probably don't know what American identification looks like. Do with that information what you will. The drinking age in Canada is 19 years old. So, enjoy your dessert. Oh, in Ontario. Oh, on that note, have a wonderful evening. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow.